All right. Let's talk about culture. Right? That's the big word that everybody keeps asking. What's your culture? What's your culture like? Have you defined your culture? That's probably why you're not hiring the right people. That's probably why you're not getting the engagement, why they're not staying longer. All possibilities for sure. But I think the first thing we have to do as business owners is step back and really understand what the decision of defining our culture will do for us. When we have a well defined culture, we can attract the kind of people that will prioritize the work, the results, the relationship, the communication styles, all of these things that we want. And I think that some business owners build culture and core values around what they think their team will want. And this is understandable. There's a lot of pressure to be family friendly and flexible and all these big, scary words that really don't give you the control you need for success. Now, don't be mad at me. Yeah, I said the control world word. I know control. I don't want to be seen as controlling. I don't want to be an ogre. You don't have to be. But let us be clear, your business owner role is about defining what this company is like and what kind of culture we want to have. So it is on you to be clear about the kind of culture you have so that you can articulate it in a way that will attract people that can embody that culture. Now, where we get a little wonky is when we are saying words that we think we're supposed to say. Family friendly is one of my pet peeves. Now, again, I want you to have a family friendly business if that's what you want. But that does tend to mean you're building the kind of business with redundancy. Because at the end of the day, if somebody has a family emergency, your customers still need the results that they need. And when somebody has a family member that gets sick long term, that can be a longer out of pocket that some small business owners can't do or won't always be able to do if there's a lot of people on the team that are having issues. So I'm not saying don't build family friendly. If that's your core and that's your priority, and it just doesn't matter how much money you lose or if clients don't understand, again, you will attract a certain kind of client when you put that priority out there. But people need results. So at what line are you willing to pull that line back? Now, you are not a horrible ogre of a business owner if you want to have a culture that's about kicking ass professionals. If we do business, we work hard, play hard, that's okay too. That doesn't mean you're unfeeling and that you could never ask to let the team cover for someone that has a family emergency. It's in the words we lead with, in the culture that we prioritize and how we act at the end of the day that will decide the kind of challenges we're going to have in our business. It's that simple. And if you can align those to who you are individually, it'll be easier to be honest and be forthright and attract people that value the things that you value, right? Delivering in a big way or making sure that you are there for family no matter what, above and beyond all things. Either business can be built very easily. But let's be clear. When you decide the culture you have, you are deciding the way you will prioritize needs in your business. And that means how you will use resources to deal with that culture alignment. I know it's not always fun to have to admit that I do care about getting to deadlines on time. So I need team that cares about getting to deadlines on time. I know, I know all of you are like, don't we all want that? Yes, we all want that, but we don't all prioritize it. And it has to do with leading with this overly flexible, overly friendly, overly personalized business culture. Again, it can be built that way, but it does mean we have to build a world where we don't have hard and fast deadlines so that when that need comes up, we can keep the priority and the commitment that we've made in our culture. It's a big decision point. I totally get it. But that's why I wanted to talk it out with you here today. Really knowing the culture you have lets you attract the right people and can create easy or challenging issues in your future. I know some business owners that have been through this, but I'm asking you, have you ever created a culture the way you were supposed to and then found it really hard to manage and get the results you needed for your customers? I'd love to hear your stories because I've heard a couple lately and they make me feel for you. I can relate. Tell me all about it, boss. Boss on.